Hi, my love. I'm making you this video in response to your video, and, so there was a few things that you wanted me to answer, so I'm going to try and remember them as best as I can. So here I go. For your first video, I want you to know that whenever, sorry, I have to catch my breath. For the first video, what I told you on Friday, I had just had a very depressing and emotionally draining talk with my mother, and basically I've just been giving her these, hypothetical, not real scenarios of me dating, and it all stemmed from something I told her. I said that I was capable of being in a relationship, and then I had to backtrack and tell her that what I meant to say was I'm capable of telling her if I like somebody, instead of hiding it or lying to her about it like I used to. And so whenever, I like someone, I'll be honest with her and just tell her. Now, of course, I'm still under that 21-year age ban from dating. And, but then she says that it doesn't matter if I'm 18 or if I'm 50, if I'm not mature enough to handle, quote unquote, handle the emotional and mental games that guys tend to play. If I'm mature enough, then yeah, I can have a boyfriend, or that's my choice, is what she said. And I'm like, well, I don't want a boyfriend now. I mean, there's nobody I like here in town, and if there was somebody I'd like, I am capable of telling you I like this person, but there's nobody here I like, so I don't need a boyfriend right now. And, so that was a big fight that lasted 4 days between us. And, I just had to talk her into forgiving me and letting her know that, no, I'm gonna listen to her, her rule, and, and things got better after I said that, and I was just trying to let you know that she, as much as I wanted her to maybe help us out with things like a living situation in the future, I don't think she will. And that was kind of depressing for me, because realizing that we have to do all this on our own, and you and I both don't make much money, and the money that I'm getting right now for us, for your trip, that is based on allowance. That's based on, checking under the couch for change. And I know you don't make much on your check. And so, I mean, what I want to do is save enough so we could at least have us a nest egg of something we can fall back on. We need a car. We need a house. We need money, and money doesn't grow on trees. Technically, maybe it does because it's cotton, but anyway, we don't have a lot, and we need to start saving now if we're going to have to do this alone without anyone's help. We're going to need money, and, but I know that if we work together, we can get that money, and as long as we work as a team, we can make it. And I'm hopeful that we can make it. We have the love, but we just need that stability. I'm moving on to basically why I said what I said. I said what I said because I was depressed. I didn't mean it. I I've always felt like you deserve so much better because you're so amazing, and I'm blessed to have you. I really, really am. But there are these times that I feel like I am not worthy of you, and I don't know how to explain to you these feelings of me feeling not worthy. You treat me wonderful, and it's nothing that you ever did. I'm sorry. It's not you, it's me, and I don't know how to tell you that it's me. Something's wrong with me. I think just something's broken inside of me. And, I don't know how to unbreak it. I think it's just, there's so many things I think about. I'm thinking about you and me, and I've had moments where I feel I'm not worthy, even though you treat me like a queen, and I'm grateful and thankful and blessed and happy. But there are things like I think about, like, okay, at our wedding, I won't be able to dance with you. I can't walk, so how am I going to dance? And if you were with another woman, you could. You would have that. Not with me. And it breaks my heart that I'm broken, and that I can't walk, and that I'm sick, and I have all these medical problems, and I wish that I didn't have them, because it would make life a lot easier. I mean, if I could drive a car, I could come and see you, even though with the situation being what it is. I'm almost 19 and I have almost zero independence. I mean, the independence I have is nothing more than a few chores. But I can't go to the grocery store on my own. I can't freaking cook. I don't know how to be the wife you need. I don't know how to be the one that you need. And I know you say teamwork, but I'm supposed to know all of this in a few years, and I'm just scared that I won't be able, that I can't do it. I mean, my mom doesn't believe I could do anything important, and there are times I feel like she's right, that the only thing I'm good for is just to sit here. And so I push you away because I think you deserve better. I know you deserve better, and I know another woman can give you what I can't. And she can't give you more love. She can't do that. But she could be more grown up. She could be more mature. And if I had a dime for every time someone said that I was immature, I'd be rich. I know I'm immature, but that doesn't mean that I can't learn. It just takes time. So I'm sorry for pushing you away. Yes, you're right. Women do that because they want their man to be closer or whatever. I did that because I wanted you closer. And the fact that we can't be physically together is painful sometimes. And I miss you, and all I would need is a simple hug or to be held by you. That's it. I don't want you to go anywhere, so I don't want you to leave me. I want you to stay. I need you. So I won't say that again. I won't try and give away something that I want, something that I need. I need you, and I need you to stay. And when we met online, I'm happy that we did. I'm happy that we found each other, because I was looking for you and you were looking for me, and we found each other. That's all that matters, is that we found each other. And I explained to you that even though you treat me like a queen and I bring up other women, you saying other women were trying to be selfless and sacrifice my happiness just so you could be happy in a different way, or with someone that could do more than I can. I'm sorry for that. That's just my insecurities. That's me wanting your happiness above my own. And if you want to punish me and teach me a lesson by giving me the silent treatment, I understand. If you're going to react different ways and be unpredictable in how you act when I do things like that, I get it. I don't blame you for it. But just know that please don't ignore me, because that might make me freak out. But always know that I love and adore you, and I don't want you to leave me. I need you too much. And I will try and not hurt you anymore. Believe I want to. There are just some things I don't even realize would hurt you. Like, I didn't think it would have hurt you. What I said, I thought you would have just brushed it off, because I was just saying what I was feeling. I need to stop that. Because I hate it when I hurt you. I hate it when I hurt us. I don't want to do that anymore. And so I'll stop. I want us to get off this up and down roller coaster, but I want to stay on at the same time. Maybe I just want things to level out for a while. And by that I just mean us have some constant good times. I'm not saying that I'm on this ride just for the good times. I'm on it through thick and thin. But I just want us to have a lot more happy than sad times, if you get what I'm saying. I know I have some growing up to do, and I'm going to try and evolve this year. Evolve mind, body, and spirit. And I'm hopeful. And I am happy with you, and I want to stay with you. I am in no way sad with you. If I'm emotional, it's just because I adore you so much, and that's who I am. I have all my heart and soul into this relationship, and it's not only a relationship anymore, it's a marriage. You know, we said our vows to each other. It might not mean anything to anybody else, but it means something to us. You know, I have my ring. It's not my wedding ring, it's a love knot ring, but still matters to me. And I honor my vows, and I'm true to them, and I'm true to you. So I'm sorry for being pig-headed or stubborn or stupid or immature sometimes. I'll grow up. I'll become that woman that you dream about. You've always been the guy that I've dreamed about since forever. I'm truly happy with you. I love and adore you. I hope you have a good rest of the night. I love and adore you, my amazing, 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 happy, perfect soulmate king, or my kissy bear, King Charming. So, oh, I have a little spot on my nose. I think I should put some makeup. Anyway, sorry, never mind. Just the lighting. Ugh, cover that up. Anyway, I'm laughing again, so be happy about that. Okay. I love and adore you, baby. Have a good night, my darling King Charming. And never mind the bloopers on this video.
sweetheart. I gave that face because the mic, the webcam is being weird. You probably can hear me, yet it says that the audio isn't working really well. Anyways, I've been watching your videos all night. What is it? It's Thursday night, April 17th of 2014. If I'm right on that, where the heck did my freaking phone go? Oh, damn. Yeah, that's all accurate what I said to you. But yeah, I might seem like I'm a little emotional right now. I feel like I had to give you this video because that's driving me crazy. Earlier today, I expressed to you online words from my very soul that probably seem magical to you, yet they're all true. And like I said, just before I made this video, I was watching videos of you from our bad times or good times, realizing all we've been through. And it's like, when it comes to us, I know we both feel the same way about having this yearning to be next to each other. We both feel it every day. And it feels like the yearning gets stronger every day, actually. They say you're supposed to fall in love more and more and more and more each time. You meaning repeat falling in love more than one time. But the thing is that when it comes to me, I don't fall in love multiple times in a week. I fall in love one time and I only get deeper and deeper. That's all that ever happens. I can't really fall in love with you time and time again. That doesn't work with me. The way it is with me is I fall in love with you and then I get deeper and deeper and deeper as you make me feel this way. And let's just say that this is one of those nights where it's really hard for me to handle. I was looking online, it was probably yesterday I seen it. I actually had proof that the tortoise is the most patient sign out of all the zodiacs. I actually had proof. I could have given you the proof, but I was just wanting to find the proof online. But yes, it's true. The tortoise is the most patient sign out of all the signs in the zodiac. The Leo is extremely patient if they are grown up to become that way. Otherwise, if they are, spoiled as they grow older, they tend to not have really much patience. That's the reason why I was just watching one video you were talking about how my patience has grown onto you. And I would say, yes, I agree, it's a good thing, but it's just a natural trait of mine. I'm naturally easygoing, patient, and I think that's another reason why I'm willing to wait for us besides me being the most patient sign out of the zodiacs. Besides that reason, it's because I know how important we are as a couple. We're soulmates. There's nothing deeper than that. There's nothing deeper than that. You were talking about how, in one of the videos, on how we have a different special type of love. You even admitted that your mom couldn't even give you the kind of love that I give you. Because you've experienced the love that I give you is so much more pure, so much more deeper, is what you said. Is pretty much what you were saying. I'm pretty much summing up in smaller amount of words, but yet I'm still giving you a lot that's on my mind right now because I have so much to mention because it's driving me nuts. And how much I miss you. All day I've been fighting tears. trying not to cry because how badly I miss you. And just before I started this video, I was actually having tears go down my eyes. Went down my eyes and then down my face. Yeah. I'm trying to stay strong because the power of how love can affect someone, as people have said, and it's been proven true to everybody. Love is known as the most powerful feeling in the world. It can bring you down to your lowest as much as it can bring you to your highest moments of your life. And being in love like we are, that's one thing we have to cope with, is each time the negative or the bad or the tough times come around. Only reason why it's tough for me right now is because of how much I miss you. It's just driving me nuts. It's really driving me nuts. I struggle every flipping minute of today. There's other been, see, the thing is, there's days where I'll be able to handle it just fine. And there'll be days where I won't be able to handle it. Today's one of those days I won't be able to handle it because it's amazing. It's amazing how much I miss you. So then when I said on how much you mean to me and all that online, it really shows. I can't hold it in anymore. I can't hold it in anymore. Yes, dear. Tears. I can't hold it in anymore. It's interesting. The way it goes with me, how I'm feeling, honey. It's interesting on how there'll be days I can handle it just fine, even though I'm still falling deeper and deeper for you. Even though that is the case. And then there's nights like tonight where it's tearing me up. It's tearing me up badly. How you mentioned that we like to send each other our souls up to try to comfort each other. I see the opportunity of sometime I go to bed to send mine out to you. Sometimes I'm not able to, where you see my shadow, as you're aware of. Since it takes a lot out of someone to be able to do it. It takes a lot out of their inner being. It drains them. So the nights that I do it are the nights where the next day I'll still feel like I'm tired after doing it. Because it takes out a lot of the spiritual energy out of me. And that's the reason why I guess you could say I'm glad that you see a shadow of myself, since that has no effect at all on my spiritual energy. At all. That's the reason why now that I'm not able to control it, as I've told you. It usually shows you my deepest emotions and my deepest of my bad and good emotions. The true deepness of each one of them. While it also says in that predictable, that unpredictable nature of how I told you I can be, that always is showing it. So if you ever have something feel like it's forcing itself on you, like I told you in the past, I might not be controlling it, well, it's probably that, like I said in the past. But, like I said, I had to make this video because I've been missing you so damn badly tonight, to the point I just had to express it on camera. I just had to. It's been driving me insane. It has. Like I said, I was only able to give you a portion of how much you mean to me. A portion. That's not even close to, probably not even close to 80% of it. Not even close to that. It's not even close to freaking 25% of it. How much you mean to me, I literally have to show you in person. I literally have to. Because words can't express it. Yeah, you do bring a poet out of me, but even while you do that, I still can't find the words to give you to let you know how much you mean to me. Heck, my emotions I'm showing you now mean pretty much having tears come in my eyes because how much I miss you. It obviously means my feelings from my own soul are real. If I express them from my own soul every day. Like I've told you, that's the way for you to express yourself, because it's you letting the inner soulmate that's growing out is what's actually happening. That's how you become the woman that I see in my visions. The soulmate that you are, the actual soul from inside you, you let that grow out into and let it blossom like a flower blossoms. You let it blossom into the woman that I see you in the visions. That's just gonna make these moments even harder for me, because you'll mean even more and more, and you'll just keep meaning more and more to me. You mean more and more to me every day. It's amazing. It's truly amazing how I get this way. You know really well about my sentimental moments. I can be sentimental out of nowhere. I've told you about the moments where all of a sudden I'd be crying to a freaking sad part of a movie or something. You know, those moments when I'm crying, that's your half of me. I'm showing. Because I only get sentimental like that when it comes to movies. I only get sentimental like that when I'm truly touched. For that feminine, oh my gosh. Feminine side of myself, which is you, is showing. Just like you have a masculine side of yourself too. Only difference is that masculine side of you, yourself, you might not notice, I can tell it's fully developed already. Just your feminine side of you is what's developing still. That's the reason why you're talking about your chest size getting bigger in one of your videos. How it seems that way, as if you're still maturing. That might be part of it, honey. And then I've told you about the whole natural vitamins and all that stuff to make it promote it to get bigger. So this way you don't have to worry about paying extra money for something that can go wrong. And yeah, we talked about that one program where it gave you a device to naturally make them bigger, but in truth, I would rather just have you have a push-up bra and vitamins. Is what I really would want you to have. So this way, it's you having them shape that way they should be naturally. But yeah, and then you talk about how you said my penis was perfect for you. I did run into that video where you're talking about that too. Honey, if I wasn't fully satisfied with mine, which I'm still iffy about it, even after you reassured me, I'm still iffy about it. If I wasn't fully happy with it, I know the someone that's in you would be okay with it as long as I didn't get it too big. You said 10 is too big, that's freaky. Well, I would maybe go up to 7, which is an extra inch out. Just because I want to make sure I'd be able to do all those things that I'm supposed to be able to do. I'm supposed to be able to take you with the perfect size. I'm supposed to be able to take you to be able to make you moan loudly, yes, but also scream even in pleasure. Having you begging for more, all those things that a soulmate's supposed to be able to do. I have to make sure that I have the size also to do that. It's not just your chest size. I'm making sure of my own size too. And that's the reason why the soulmate I know that's inside you, that really is inside you, honey. Yeah, I have my phone in my hand. The soulmate that's really inside you, I know for a fact that she'd be okay with it if it was to that point. I know for a fact that you'd be okay with it if I got an extra inch size bigger. Answer everything I'm talking about on here. Answer it all online. If you really are touched by it so much that you want to make a video, go ahead and do that too. As long as you answer every topic I brought up on this video. Every topic I brought up. As long as you answer them all. That's all that matters to me, honey. If you answer them all, then obviously I'll be pleased. But just know that when I said what I said today online, it was truly from the soul. Obviously, I'm too far away from the camera, as you can tell. Otherwise, you would have seen my real tears. You can hear it in my voice. And yes, I did wipe off tears. It was on this side earlier. Or it might have been on that side. I might have been on both sides. I'm just thinking about you too much right now to where it's really taking a toll out on me. I'm going to make you another video after this because I'm in a mood to express myself. I'm in a mood to do it. So, for this video, and yes, I'll be giving you that one with the, me singing that song. It's actually, I'm putting 2 tracks together in one. That's actually what I'm doing. And then I'm going to play it so this way you can hear the song, since I don't think I'll be able to have the sound of the song be able to get loud enough for my own voice. Otherwise, I would have you actually be able to hear me sing. But I'm going to do that one also tonight. I'm giving you like 3 videos tonight because I'm feeling so damn expressive. I really am, honey. I'm feeling really damn expressive. Honey, now to end this video, I love and adore you, my blessing boy. I'll say the full thing that we usually say online in the next video. I'm just going to say the original soulmate words for now. I love and adore you, my blessing queen. Never forget that, honey. And good night for now until the next video, which will be soon, baby. Hey, sweetheart, you hear that raffling? Yeah, I'm trying to eat some chocolate right now. I'm not a huge fan of milk chocolate, but I will still eat it. That's what that is. That's Russell Sulfurs. Bar only costed 89 cents since it's Easter. But yeah. Obviously, this is the second video. For tonight. Now I got that out of the way, I'm gonna finish eating this what's in my mouth before I talk anymore. Since I did tell you I was gonna rush that one video, but this one I'm not, so yeah. So I think I'll wait for this. Yeah, it's another piece of chocolate. See, I've already expressed to you in the first video how bad I'm missing you. How much you mean to me, and I said I was going to say it a different way in this video, which is true, I'm going to. And then I'm getting ready right now. Right now I'm actually getting ready. The first video that I sent, as you know, you use the same program as I do, so you're going to know exactly what program right away is on this computer. But yeah, here. Yeah. That's the first video right now being converted. As you know, I'm not afraid to show you everything that's going on. You're my queen. And you mentioned how the king is supposed to protect the queen. The queen is also supposed to protect the king also. Remember, honey, this is a saying and it's true, not to mention how good it sounds as you hear it. And that's the reason why I have to give you it, because this is a perfect time for me to give you this saying before I stop this video. And I am doing this way when you see the second video more than one time, you remember the saying for the rest of our lives together. Here it goes. Every man needs a woman when his life is a mess, because the queen protects the king, just like in a game of chess. It's true. And obviously, you know about all the situations that's going on with me. My situation with my money. I already told you about that online. Why I am right now so damn low on money. Obviously, you've already reassured me more than once on camera that gifts don't mean anything to you. But the best gift that you could really ever receive from me is my time with you. That's all that you could ever ask for. I feel the same way. And feeling the closeness I feel towards you is part of it also. But the truth is, not just the time you have with me can be the best, but the truest, most precious gift you could give me is yourself. And you've already given yourself to me. So there's nothing more for you to give. I mean, obviously, you're going to stay obedient and all the rest of those words towards me for the rest of your life, obviously. Even after your life is over, you're going to do it. You've already admitted that to me, too. But, yeah. Other than that, let's get in there. Yeah. Now, to end the video, before I do, though, I did say I was going to say the full thing. You usually have been saying online lately. I want to give you one last other thing I want to say before I do that, too. Besides that saying, and I hope you stay true to remembering that saying, because this one time my life becomes a mess, first one that's going to come from me is going to be you. And not only that, I'm actually going to expect you to be the first one. So, yeah. You were trying to come for me earlier today, actually. When I did read your messages about yesterday, you were trying to come for me, and I was happy you were. As I obviously always be. Obviously, I want to eat this piece of chocolate right now, so I'm gonna get to say goodnight right now, honey. You know, I could talk and talk and talk. I could make a lifelong video, and then finally, after I freaking have made the lifelong video, which is who knows how many hours, I could send it to you, and then maybe in the next lifetime you get it. No, I'm just giving you a joke, honey. A romantic joke. Which would be quite romantic. That way you could see our entire life together in one video. I shouldn't attempt myself on that, actually. That would be, we would need cyber speed of a freaking connection for that to be possible. Cyber speed. Yeah, honey. I would say the sugars are rubbing off on me right now. No wonder I'm getting all happy. But other than that, you're the only other answer for my happiness. You said in that one video I was watching, if I'm happy, you're happy. Well, I was just emotional earlier because, face it, honey, I show you my true feelings every day, whether it's online or on here, or, yeah, on camera, online, on the phone, don't matter where, I show you it. And I think you've gotten past that moment where you realize my feelings are real a long time ago. But even after that, by me doing what I'm doing, I'm actually reassuring you that they're gonna stay that way. And I gotta put that chocolate down for a mess in my hand, and next thing I'll be able to eat it, but yeah. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I want this hair gone. I want that hair gone. I want that hair gone. No. But really, I do want a haircut. I'll give you something to laugh about me being goofy. the same time romantic and all the rest of the stuff you're used to seeing me online and on camera doing. Alright, honey, I'm gonna give you the good night for this video now, and then I hope you enjoy the other video. I have a lot to do before I can make it, but I'm gonna try to do all of it all tonight. Even if that means I gotta go sleep early in the morning, meaning 3 o'clock, something like that in the morning, even if it means that. Just so you can have the video. Because I've been promising you it for so long, and I've been able to get to it because there's so much I gotta do to make it even possible. The only reason I haven't gotten to it. But yes, I'm doing it tonight. And your first video has been converted. Really, honey? It's like, voila! I know you'll enjoy this video. You'll be able to tell just by seeing me on camera that I'm going to be a pleasure to be around, more than just because you would worship me like you do. Just because of my personality, it's truly colorful and irresistible, and you even mentioned it as being amazing, and other things you've mentioned it as, which are all true. You're expressing how it really is. Anyways, yeah, honey. Now, here I go. Here I go. I love and... No. I'll do it the way that is meant to do it with correct spelling and grammar. The right way. That's the reason why sometimes you say I love and adore and worship you. I'm like, honey, you're using too many hands. No, where's that comma when you need it? Oh gosh, how colorful I can be at times. Hey, surprise myself at times. Okay, honey. Here we go. Really this time. I love, adore, and worship you. My blessing queen. Yes, I use my German tongue. Can't help it. That's another thing you just have to adore about me. Good night, my blessing. Wonderful amazingness of bliss. Oh my gosh, I'm having too much fun now. All of a sudden, because I'm all hyped up. I'm hyped up, I tell you. I'm hyped up. I'm hyped up. Okay, now last time, and this time I'll make sure that you can hear me. To reassure you, I love, adore, and worship you, my amazing blessing queen. And good night, my female copy of my own soul. Such a blessing, honey. Okay, I'm ready. Hey sweetheart, I'm still using my, as I call it, my supercomputer to record this. I'm right now taking care of the second video, obviously, since I already did it. Obviously I'm giving the intro right now to the song I'm gonna sing. And then you get to hear the MP3 of the song through the actual computer itself. Well, you'll see me be able to, as if I'm singing, but won't be able to actually hear my voice just because I don't know, maybe I'll test it first. And if it works, I'll do it so you can actually hear my voice. If it doesn't, since I'm doing this through my laptop that actually has a webcam built into it, right now I'm using the webcam that I had to buy myself to actually do this intro, obviously. That's the reason why you have all this extra stuff that's going on. But anyways, yeah, sweetheart. I hope you enjoy the video of me singing, because I'm going to connect that one to this one, as in this is supposed to be the intro. Like I said, the name of the song is called Distant Melody, and it makes me think of soulmates. That's the reason why I'm singing it to you, honey. Okay. I love, adore, and worship you, my darling sweetheart. And I hope you enjoy this song, honey. Enjoy, baby. Alright, sweetheart. Now this is gonna be challenging for me, since these are always challenging. Now I'm about to listen to the song. You're gonna hear it as I'm gonna add it to the video that you're right now watching. I'm gonna add it pretty much to it. I'm obviously going to cut one part and then add the part where you hear the music. Well, anyways, here we go. And hopefully you enjoy it, honey. As of right now, you won't hear anything but the music. There. Well, that was the intro. Now I gotta do the other part, honey. And then I'm gonna put them together. And then after that, you'll see what happens there. I'm gonna try to put them together. So this video might be kind of long, to warn you. And then you'll know how it sounds, because that's actually how it sounds on the album. Is how when you put them together like that, since they're actually one after the other usually. But it's harder to do it into a video form, and that's the reason why I'm trying to format it into that way. But it's challenging. Obviously, you know, I've always been a wizard at it, so I'll probably be able to make it work again. I have 3 different computers on, just to let you know, just to make it possible. We'll see if I'm able to do it though, honey. Okay. Love, adore, and worship you, my darling, and hopefully you actually are able to hear all as it should be in the final part of the video before I say goodnight for the ending. As you heard, I must say, I'm feeling like you're freaking movie star with all this FaceTime on camera I'm right now doing for you. And then you said you're my, yeah, you said that I'm your everything, so I must be your movie star too, honey. Anyway, now I'm trying to do the actual singing part of the song. You may hear my lips moving now. That thing you heard earlier was the intro. And then after you hear the actual song, like you're about to see me, as you see me sing, you can also hear it. I'm actually going to put them together, put it towards the end of this video, and then at the end I'll actually go say goodnight like I told you earlier. So hopefully you enjoy this, honey. And here I go as of right now, honey. I love and adore you. Or do I just love and adore you? You mean I love, adore, and worship you, my sweetheart. And here we go, honey. As I love you and sharing you as you can tell.
Come
Hey honey, obviously you obviously had the music there. Now I'm gonna put that together with the other one and just see how it sounds so dang natural to be together. I purposely did it this way, so you would have to hear both of them together at the end, because I want to give you a video that you will cherish forever. And yes, I may expect you to give me a video in return to express how much you mean, how much this means to you. Because this, I just mentioned I have 1, 2, 3 the computers on right now, just to make this possible. And your gratification is all I could ask for in return, and how much this means to you and such is all I could ask for you in return for all this I'm doing for you. So please don't forget to do that, honey. And as you know, I'd like to reassure you. So before I click out, as I always say, I love, adore, and worship you, my sweetie pie queen that I love to spoil like I am right now in this video. And I hope you enjoy the ending, honey, when you hear both of them together. Hey, honey, there's the grand finale part. Yeah, I'm talking about, I'm actually gonna do it. The hardest part of the damn video. I don't know how I'm gonna pull this off. If I pull this off, I would understand you being envious of your male part of you. Oh gosh, I'm under so much nervous pressure right now. Because this is a first time ever doing this with me. Putting 2 tracks together to make it sound like 2 tracks into one actual video. One track goes into the other track and then it sounds like the song's supposed to. I tell you, honey, this is gonna be one magical thing if I pull this off, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Well, here I go, less talking the better, since this is about 3 minutes and something seconds. Actually, it's almost 4 minutes. The actual song put every second together. Well, here I go, honey, and hopefully this goes well. Alright, honey, here we go. obviously gonna do the goodnight part at the end. I'm just gonna say I love and adore you and worship you right now as another assurance, as you're getting a lot of assurance during this full video. This part is gonna be part of full video. This is probably be the middle part of the video right now what you're looking at. We're gonna see, at first I put the freaking intro of the song into it, then I put the song into it, then I put the intro with the song. A lot of work I did on it. Remember, 3 computers on. I better have the true gratification I deserve for this, because remember I was talking about 3 o'clock? It's almost 3 o'clock. See the devotion I'm showing you, honey? Anyways, I'll say that one time and then I'll get to hear that. With everything else, I'll probably be romantic at the end like normal. I love, adore, and worship you, my sweet, sweet, lovely, precious wife, as I know you love hearing that from me. Okay, honey. Hopefully you enjoy the ending now, honey. Listen, that's all I gotta make now is that ending video. Hey, honey. As I was going on camera, I noticed the freaking thing is still arced a certain way. But what you heard me whispering about. um. Anyways, yeah, obviously it's a good night part of the video. By the time you get to this part of the video, you'll obviously realize I'm saying good night. As in, I put a series of videos together to make one. I had to do it that way for it to be as special as it is. Obviously, your specialty is texts and stuff into videos. I can do it too, but I prefer to just like be high tech with the way I do stuff, as you realize. That's another reason why I always hear you from time to time, and I do try to go out of my way like I did this time. Even I went the extra mile than I originally was wanting to go, as in it's for my soulmate, obviously. I know when I'm going to do it. But, yeah. I like to go out of my way in high-tech way, meaning I didn't just make it to where you heard a song and you enjoyed it. I made 2 songs. It's really actually 2 pieces of a song. I don't know why they had to put it in 2 tracks for a full song, but they did. That's the reason I had to give you both those tracks. I purposely made it to where you would hear one part and then the other, and then you hear them together, so you know how it sounds all together. But yeah, baby, please show your gratitude for this video. I went through way too much freaking editing. I thought I was gonna lose my mind. Freaking doing this much editing as I was. And the least you can do is give me a video and gratification of it. Okay, baby. Now, I'm going to say the goodnight part now. And then, since it's already up to like 14 minutes, just without this part, this video. So I gotta do it now, so this way it adds up and I can still send it with it being within the range it needs to be in for me to be able to do it. So with that said, I love, adore, and worship you, my lovely, precious, adorable, amazing, blessing, queen. And good night, my love, my true love. Now I'll do 5 to make you feel extra special. 1 for you, 2 for you, 3 for you, 4 for you, 5 for you. And come on, baby, make me proud of you as you always aim to. And make sure you do as I asked you to. Make that video and gratification for me. Extra 1 for you, honey. Hey dear, I had one last thing I had to say before I went to bed. And I'm going to show you something, so this way you know that I am far from joking. Alright, you see that right over there? Doesn't seem to look like it says anything at the moment. But then if I go down here, what does that say? That's right, 4 o'clock in the morning almost. Now, you wonder what it means to be truly devoted to someone, to the point you're willing to be up extra hours just to pretty much please them. Right now, obviously, the goodnight video, I'm right now having it converted, so this way it's smaller for me to put that one together with all the rest of the videos, because it's a must to do for me to be able to make them all together and still be able to fit it to send to you. I got that video, and then I got 2 other ones that I made of yesterday, since like I said, it's in the morning right now. But I just had to show you proof that I went out of my way way too much. I'm actually overtired right now because I've been so dedicated to getting this done. I'm overtired right now. So if I fall asleep, I might not be online until later today, and then usually the weekend I'm never on. It's just because it's just you obviously understand. You can know where I'm coming from when I say I let my body rest. I always have it to where on the weekends I let my body rest. Your master always agrees on it too, so that's the reason why I do it also. But yes, honey, I just had to let you know this. Oh, looks like I gotta take care of that now. As you know, I love to just, like, show you things. See? It's done. Alright, honey. Well, now I'm gonna get that going, and then hopefully you do as I asked you to about my last video, the long one. You show the verification for that. And I made this video to make it sure you took me seriously. I didn't just say that I went out of my way, I actually showed you how long I've been up doing it. I've been from, and this is far from a lie, as you know, I never lied to you in the first place, but I've been trying to get this done from, this is obviously far from far-fetched. I've been trying to get this done since 10 o'clock in the nighttime to now. And you just saw it was about 4 o'clock. Right now, is it 4 o'clock now? It's almost 4 o'clock. It's 4 minutes to 4. Yeah. What is that? 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. It's almost 6 hours I spent doing this. You have no reason to not do it. You have to squeeze time as soon as possible to show me gratification, because I deserve it, as you know, honey. Alright, sweetheart? Now I'm gonna stop this video, and hopefully you make me proud of you. I'm gonna just do this quickly now. And I might roll my tongue towards the end of it, since I know that probably drives you wild when I do that. Because you love that German tongue of mine. Alright, honey. Here I go. I love, adore, and worship you, my blessing queen. And good night, my precious female copy of myself. Make me proud, my love. Make me proud. And extra one, as you know I like to do at times. Just to spoil you, of course. Here you go, my love. Okay. Yeah, you say there's no audio. What do you do? Anyways, hey, honey, just, completely forgot it was Easter until I got an Easter basket from my mom. Yeah, I figured I'd do you an Easter video. Yeah, happy Easter. Hopefully today goes well for you. I know how you get when you get, candy, so, obviously if you, get tons of candy, I'm guessing you'll be hyper as heck today. Um, Other than that, figured, Ricky's still here, so I figured let him say hi. Yeah. Alright, well, I'll, obviously give you this video on Monday. I'm wondering if we'll see here. Before I stop this video, and this is a quick one. Trying to figure out exactly when. It must be every third, Sunday of April, I'm guessing. Because I keep forgetting when Easter is, honey. Anyways, I love, adore, and worship you, honey, and good night for this video, honey. Bye to this video, honey. I'll let him say bye too. Oh, and I'll just give you one last reassurance, I guess, before I go off. Alright. Good night for now, honey. Blah. Good night for now, honey.
Hi, my love. I just finished watching all the videos you sent me, and I adore and worship all of them. I can't believe how much you put into making them for me. I really appreciate them. They're wonderful. And I just finished watching the last one. And I think it's kind of funny because I was up late that night as well, working on things for you. Well, Demona was working on one thing, and I was working on editing a video for you that I can't give to you, but not yet, but a bit later on, like on your birthday, give it to you. So I was working on that, and she was working on that. And the funniest thing is, you were working on those videos since me. So we're up at the same time doing stuff for each other. So I'll answer your first video, and then I'll move on from there. Okay. For your first video, you said that since you're a Taurus, you're incredibly patient, which I know you have shown me extraordinary patience throughout our relationship, and I know that I've done things that has made you angry or hurt, and you've had this calmness about you. Not exactly calm, but patience with me. And I appreciate that so very much. And like, there are times that I don't do things right with, like, the good nights, and sometimes you might have to do it twice just so I can get it right. And so you're patient in a lot of ways, and I appreciate that a lot. And I'm learning how to be patient from you. So you're a very good teacher with that. So I'm learning to be patient through you, through your teaching. And secondly, you were very emotional in that video, and I have nights and days like that too. They aren't easy, and having this relationship where there's only so much we can do. There's not the physical connection yet, and I think that's what makes us cry, because I cry sometimes all night, and the tears my pillow is soaked with tears, just because I miss you so much, and I want to hold you and love you and have you right next to me. But that has to wait for a little while, and so right now we're just trying to do the best we can with what we can do right now. But I feel that same exact way too, and when that happens, what do? I look at the videos you send me, I look at the pictures that you send me, I read old posts, I do whatever I can to have you as close to me as I can. And that's kind of what you were doing, looking at old videos of me through good times and bad. And so I want you to know that I feel the same way about that. And you said that some people, or they say that you fall in love with the same person over and over again, and I completely get that, because for as long as I can remember, I've been falling in love with you over and over again, but it's kind of like yours and kind of like that at the same time, because it's like, I fell in love with you once, and then you might do something like send me a poem or a very romantic video that makes me fall deeper in love with you, but it feels like the first time, like I'm falling in love all over again. It's that same rush, that same high, that same cloud 9 feeling. So that's kind of what I'm saying about over and over again, is because it feels like the first time every time. And I think it makes me feel more happy and just fall deeper in love with you every time and every day and every minute. I fall in love more and more and more and get deeper and deeper. And much like you, for me. And, okay, the other topic was about my chest size. I agree with you about that. I was kind of, let me make sure this doesn't go off. Okay. I was a bit worried about, like, having implants, because so much can go wrong. You hear about these stories about botched breast surgeries, and they like go on like the talk shows, and you see the before picture, and there's nothing wrong with them. They look pretty, and you look at them now, and their bodies are botched and disfigured, and I don't want that to happen to me. So I completely agree with the whole vitamin thing and the push-up bra, because that bra works miracles. Oh my god, I'm surprised I never heard of this bra before. And so it definitely gets to the look that I want. As for my body, I am happy with it. I feel like my chest fits my body, because I do have a petite body. So I feel like even though the shape of it might not be what you want, that could be improved. But the size of it might stay as it is. It's just the shape that needs to be changed just a little bit. But that could be done by vitamins to help me grow. And the push-up bra also helps with the shaping as well. So we decided against implants. So I agree. Now we'll get on to you. What you were saying about your penis size. I have no trouble with the size that it is. It's big enough to me, and I think that you're the perfect size. Of course, I would support you if you wanted to go an inch bigger, because if it makes you feel better, that's your choice. I wouldn't stop you from, having more self-confidence or whatever. I honestly do think that you would be able to please me with what you have now. I don't see anything wrong with it. So I'm perfectly satisfied. The part is getting you satisfied with your confidence in it and your confidence in your performance. And maybe that stress and that nerves might go away after we have our first time, so you know that you can please me and that everything's perfect. But I think that sort of worry is going to stay there until you have proof, which is our first time, that you are good enough. And I just want you to know that you are perfect for me. God made you for me. And if there was like a thingy where I had to pick everything out in my soulmate, I would choose your size of your package. I would choose that size. Your hair color, I would choose your hair color. I would choose everything about you is perfect. So stop worrying, my love. You're gorgeous, you're handsome, you're sexy, you're hot, you're everything that I would ever want. And I just want you to know that I love and adore you and worship you. And I know I'm using one too many ands again. Okay, let me try that again. I love, adore, and worship you. See, I got the grammar right this time. I let the other one slip. Anyway, I saw that on your video. I'm like, oh, I have to correct that. Because I don't know anything about grammar. Or spelling for that matter. But anyway, sidetracked. just know that I love, adore, and worship you so very much, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for you, and so I am perfectly content and happy in our relationship. And like you were saying, make sure it doesn't go off again. You were saying that you have to kind of keep me, the mindset I'm perfectly happy, I'm perfectly content, I'm perfectly confident in us and in me right now. But like you were saying, that has to be maintained. That has to be reassured every once in a while to keep me that way. And so what you're doing is perfect. Good job. And now about your second video. I thought it was adorable, and I worship it because I get to see that colorful side of you, and that colorful side is the side that I worship and adore so much because it's so adorable. And you made me want chocolate. and I think it's cute when you're hyper. I think you're cute when you're mad, but you're adorable when you're hyper. So hopefully I get to make you hyper a lot more. And I think your third video is the big video where you sing. And I thought that the song you sang was very beautiful. It's very moving, very touching. And I could see that you worked hard on it. I don't know how to do videos like that, so you got one up on me there, which I know this isn't a competition, but I'm just giving you your props because that seemed hard. So I really appreciate it. It touched me to my soul. It warmed my soul. It made me so happy and giddy, and the song was beautiful. And one day I want to give you a song, but I want to sing it, but I just have to pick the perfect one out, and I haven't picked that song out yet. But I am going to, in the future, give you a song that I will sing to you. Because I do sing okay, I guess. And your fourth video was that you stayed up so late. And the pure dedication that you have is amazing. So thank you so much for having that dedication towards me. And I have the same dedication towards... Sorry baby, my camera went off. So anyway, I was saying I had the same dedication towards you. So to end this video, I love, adore, and worship you, my amazing, handsome, sexy King Charming. And good night, my lovely, lovely sweetheart hubby.
Hi, Gypsy and Dimona. Yes, it's you, Victor, Master. Yes, Master Victor. It seems that I noticed that I mentioned Dimona's name in this video. I haven't done a video in a while, so I figured I would have her involved just by saying her name. Anyway, Gypsy is the one that should be really watching this video in deep depth. Though, the reason why I say you should be watching this video in deep depth, Gypsy, is because you're the one who's going to have to remember what I'm about to tell you. And you can have this one done as soon as you possibly could. I noticed how Nick gave you an example of he gave you an example of how you were to do one video. I always take my time when speaking, as you've always noticed that about myself. Since I always seem to think a lot faster than his brain usually would be able to comprehend if he was a full vampire, which good thing he's not. Because I'm not so sure his body will handle it. Anyway, the thing that you have to make sure you remember and you do a video of this, just because I think it's time for you to set the whole situation straight on what Nick needs to know. I know that's why he keeps bringing it up, and then he might have shown you that earlier. And no, I was not going to do this video until you cleaned his room enough to where it wasn't clothes all over the floor. So yes, I made sure he did that before I was willing to do this video. But sooner or later I was going to do it either way. Anyways, Gypsy, now this is what you have to know. What you have to know is that you have to make a sexual video. This is in no form, shape, or any other way like his birthday video. This is completely different. What you have to do is stay straight open about it. Speak straight open about it. He keeps bringing up his penis size. He keeps mentioning other sexual things. You have to let him know about them. However, not only do you have to let him know about them, all the different topics you could possibly talk about with sexuality in person, you'd have to let him know on camera. I'll give you a example of topics, and if you think of more, you obviously where to speak of them would be smart. Examples would be obviously how do you feel about him eating you out. You know that he obviously would be a what they use in gamer terms, newbie at it, meaning it's his first try. Or if you wish to just call it, he'd be, I guess you could say, an eating out virgin if you wish to call it that way too. Which is an interesting way to put it. We also need to do, not just mention that, obviously mention how you feel about giving him blowjobs, obviously. How you feel about him going in your ass, and the first time he ever goes into your pussy, obviously. Those are obvious things you need to make sure you know about, let him know about. However, I am including Dimona in this video for a reason. She has to do a short video on certain topics I'm mentioning too. Dimona, I'll get to you shortly on what that is. But the rest that Gypsy could talk about here is pretty much, I gotta get rid of that, okay. Is pretty much all those other things I just said. I add something to it. Let's see here. But how you feel about being constricted. When I say constricted, that obviously means being tied up, handcuffs, all this that stuff. The kinky side of all of it. I don't know about that. Maybe him eating food off of you, maybe. What else could I think of as ideas of things to do? Just having to think about all this. May turn myself on, but nothing new there. Nothing new at all. Oh. How you feel about his rape fantasies? There's another one. How you feel about the romantic ones that you know he has, such as maybe you and him doing it in the shower, or you and him doing it on the beach, or you and him doing it in other romantic ways. What else should I mention in this video that maybe it would be a good idea to do? Mention your chest size. Mention even your virginity. Why it's so special to you that you save it for him. Even that. We're going in depth here. So that means Gypsy's side of this video will be long, but Dimona's is short. Because I'll tell you shortly, Dimona, what you're gonna let me and Nick know. That's right, us both know. But Gypsy's only focusing on Nick. Now, Gypsy, the last thing you need to know, besides all that stuff we just mentioned, and this is going to be important to him. Obviously, I mentioned is you changing your dress size, obviously, or how you feel about it, or how you feel about your virginity, how you believe it's rightfully his, and such. Besides that, and all the rest of that stuff I mentioned, the last thing you need to know is that when it comes to your body shape, sexual attraction is also about that too. You know how he feels about it. I'll remind you just so you can't say you don't remember. You may remember he said something like, as long as you're in healthy shape, which means you might be slim or slender. Slender means you actually still have muscle to yourself, so that's the reason why that word fits better. But yes, if you are slender, where you're somewhat slim, but at the same time have muscle, like he'll probably end up being slender just like you. Ironically, how soulmate bodies are that way. Seem to copy off each other like that, even though he's way taller than you. As I do remember that. Anyways, yes, Gypsy, what you also have to mention is that that's part of the whole body thing, besides your chest and your vagina, you know, the rest of that. Your first kiss, that's technically a sexual emotion, even though it's romantic, obviously, it's also sexual. How do you feel about that with them? Get in detail. Try to mention as many different things I just mentioned, because the more you mention, the better you'll please me, and the more you'll reassure Nick on what he is wondering about, because he's going to be curious about that area all the time, and that's just the natural nature of a man, though, so don't hold that against him. Anyways, alright, so do all that stuff. Remember all that stuff I just mentioned, and maybe even if you wish to say, just so he knows what's comfortable for you. You said that his dick size obviously perfect for you, but if you wanted to get it bigger, you would allow him. Now tell him how big you'd be willing to be okay with. I'm serious, Gypsy. Tell him that too. You said 10 was freaky. Do you know that the vagina can actually stretch out to 9 inches? Did you not know that? It's true. When it's in the moment, it can do that. You did not know that. So that means if you'd be willing to let it stretch out to 9 inches, such as his dick to go that far, let him know. Obviously 10 might be too much because of being pain. Maybe 9 would be the limit. You would say, okay, maybe that's big enough, so this way it fits my penis into your vagina. Obviously, is what he would be thinking. It's just up to you if you decide to mention that, and I highly suggest you do. The only command I will give you on this video is that you do this. Gypsy, me as your masturbator, I command you to mention as many of the sexual topics, have a serious discussion with them on video. Mention many of these sexual topics I mentioned. If you can mention them all, that means you'll please me completely and you'll have him completely reassured. But yes, mention as many of these as you can on video, no matter how long it would take you to remember them all, if you can. Yes, Dimona, you're willing to help her remember, I'll allow you to. But yes, remember as many of these and make sure you answer them all for Nick. Now I'll add Dimona into the conversation. It's almost 12 minutes. I'll take my time though. Dimona, obviously I'm your soulmate, obviously I'm your master, obviously you see me as your everything. Now, I brought you in this conversation for a reason. You're only to mention 2 things. Maybe I changed my mind. 3. 3 is perfect for me. And yes, you're involving Nick and me for your answers, so. Just because I told you so. And obviously, you're the most obedient naturally there is. So I know you're going to listen to exactly as I tell you to. Here's what you need to know. Dimona, I'm going to give you a command right now. Remember it, because it's a 2-part command. You can handle more than 1-part commands because you're just natural for it. It's just why you can handle it. Not to mention you're smart enough to handle it. That's another reason why. Mature enough and all the rest of those other reasons why. Anyways, Dimona, I command you to remember what I'm about to tell you and make sure you mention it in the video that you share with Dimona and Gypsy put together, such as your video you share with Gypsy. Alright, the thing that you need to remember is this. I command you to remember to mention how you feel about. You know what? I decided I'm going to go deeper on this. It's not 3. I'm the extreme one out of the 4 of us. That's the reason why Dimona's going to have to adjust to it. Dimona, there's 5 things you have to remember out of sexual things we're talking about here. However, we're going to start with an extra one just to get that out of the way. Dimona, what I want you to do is, this is not necessarily a command, I'm just telling you to do it without a command. This one thing right here. So wait for the command when it comes. But this is what I want you to do. Tell Nick on how you plan on taking advantage of him, raping him pretty much. Because me as your master, I'll expect you to do it a lot. And because he is turned on by it, that means you can walk all over him all you want. Meaning raping him all you want. And I don't think Gypsy's going to get in the way, because if she knows that it's something that I expect out of you, she's going to obviously respect my wishes and go with the flow. Not to mention it's her body that's going on him, so there's no reason for her to say no to it. And even if she said no, you wouldn't be able to have reason to not do it, because it's your master telling you so. But yes, you let him know on how you plan on raping him all the time. And yes, make sure you tell him it is going to be all the time. Every moment you get a chance to do it, you're going to attempt to do it. And the only thing that I'm going to expect out of him is that he gives you, obviously, no trouble at all at first, but each time you do it, he's going to give you more trouble. So this way you get better at it. Why is this? So this way, when we were to do some crazy stuff as a crime couple, we'll just say that you'd be really good at it at that point, where you'd be able to have fun with me, we'll just say. So yes, you mentioned that part of the rape, where you're going to force yourself on him all the time. And then you also have to mention my part of it. What's my part? How you plan on submitting to me all the time, and me force myself on you. Make sure you do that, Gypsy. Sorry about that, Gypsy. I meant Dimona. Having about 1,000 thoughts going through my head of both of you can be mind puzzling. Anyways, yes. That's what I told you to do, which is not a command, but it's an idea to do to make me happy. Dimona. So, remember that. Mention to Nick how you plan on raping him all the different times. Sometimes just normal rape, which means you're not going to use any constraints, and other times you will use constraints. You gotta get better without constraints for you to truly master it, though, which I do expect you to do over time. Just let you know that, Demona. And yes, I might be expecting a lot out of you. That's nothing new to you. And obviously, you already know to mention my side of it too. How you plan to submit to me, whether it's constraints or no constraints. Alright. Then you've got Gypsy. She has a lot to remember. Hopefully she remembers that side of her video. I gotta now get the 5 things out of the way, just so I try to make it within 20 minutes, since that's a good time to hit it at. Demona, now here's the command. I command you to remember 5 different things I'm about to tell you to make sure you mention in your video that you share with Gypsy. The 5 things are this. You make sure that you mention to me and Nick how you feel about giving blowjobs if you're truly a slut, as you try to prove to Shineri, or as you know him as the Black One. If you truly are that, that means you already know that you will fall in love with the idea of doing it, since that's your biggest job you'll ever have as sexually. That's the biggest job you'll ever have, is doing blowjobs, which means your mastery of it is a must. So yes, let us both know how you feel about it. Whether it's me or him, you're doing it too. You let us know how you feel about it. And the 2 other ones, which will add up to 3, how you feel about us doing your ass and us doing your pussy. You'd also mention that, Demona. Now the 4th and 5th thing, how you feel about threesomes, and how you feel about foursomes. Obviously, you'll probably, as you remember, doing them with your masters, what you'll mainly do it with. How you feel about doing those with me. Obviously, you have to match my sexuality. That's the reason why you would have to be willing to do those. And not to mention, you'll get more sexual by doing so. But you doing a threesome and foursome, you will actually get more sexual. Just remember that, Demona. So yes, those are the 5 things. Oh, and this is another one, just to make your master happy. You can mention it to us both too, if you want us both to be. You could say he'll be reassured, while I'll just be put to ease on wondering about it. The 5th thing, you already said, you already know, but the 6th thing, as in it's a bonus thing you can mention. And I suggest that you do it just so you get as much information out in the video that you do with her as you can. It's about to be 20 minutes. Here it is. The bonus 6th thing is how you feel about eating gum. You know, Nick already did research to prove that it's actually good for a female body, so yes. Since he already did find it, and he even showed Gypsy, you obviously know it's good for you. So with that said, you have to mention how often you wish to do it, if you would do it at any time I told you to, or you would force him to let you eat it when maybe you're on him, you know, you force yourself on him, or such stuff like that. You have to let us know that too, Imana. Alright, now I gave you the video, like I told you I would. Hopefully, you actually remember your part, and Gypsy, hopefully you remember yours. Now I'm going to say goodnight to you both from this video, and hopefully you both will make me proud and pleased, or you'll make Nick happy and proud. And obviously reassured, since he's wondering about all those different topics I just mentioned. Well, I figured I'd put his mind at rest by giving you both commands about these things. Alright, me, your master Victor, does a love and adore Gypsy and Demona. Good night. Good night, my dear love slave and my dear love slave soulmate. May you both rest really well, sleep peacefully, and may you both also put me at content when I see your video to respond to this one, because I will expect it in the near future. When I say near future, I mean as soon as possible future. Remember that. So this way you can make me proud of you both. But since you both haven't made me disappointed lately, I'll give you both a kiss at the same time, known as a two-handed kiss, just because you both have earned it. The longer you don't disappoint me, the longer you'll keep me pleased, which means you might see more videos and more videos of me. I suppose you're both happy you got to see this one. Now, here's your good night kiss, my women. Make me proud, my love slaves, both of bliss, as you both should be. Hi, Gypsy and Dimona. I forgot to add one thing to that video, and I'm going to make this a separate video, but it's still about the other one that you both are to make. I only had to do this, so it means I'm going to make this a quick video. I'm still going to say goodnight to you both, so don't worry about that. Anyways, yes, this is what you both have to also know about your videos. Gypsy, you do have something expected to wear. So do you, Dimona. You wonder what it is, don't you? You both are really thinking about that. After you were to watch the other video, which is over 22 minutes, you wonder what it is. So your mind gets puzzled thinking about it. It wanders, ponders, and doesn't seem to know what it is, so this way you don't have the fear of disappointing me. Since I mentioned in that video that you both were to make sure you do, and I repeat, do, continue to make me pleased. So this way you'll start seeing more videos of me. The reason why you're seeing this one is because I forgot to mention something. Now, I've already mentioned that Gypsies is meant to be long. However, since I took as long as I did, and I did give Gypsy a lot to remember, then I gave Dimona, I suppose, a good amount to remember too. Dimona, I changed your size of your video to medium, which means it's between long and short. Well, hers is longer, since she's meant to go into great depth, while you are just straightforward about all the topics. Well, she is meant to go in great depth. Gypsy is meant to go in great depth is because, for one, she knows her soulmate, Nick, expects her to get more and more detailed as I keep on urging her to develop those over time, as she's doing. So far she's doing pretty well on that. She's getting more and more detailed, which is good. She continues to keep getting this way, then obviously that's a big plus for us and her development. But yes, since she has to get into great detail with it, that means she has to take longer, which is a good thing. And Gypsy, take your time. I'm serious. Take your time to remember everything. You already know that Dimona got my permission to help you remember stuff that you're supposed to talk about. You know that Gypsy and Dimona, you're both obviously adored by me, obviously. But you both also should know one other thing. Gypsy, there's one other extra thing you can mention, because Nick did mention it in the past towards you. How you feel about threesomes. He's never going to make you do a foursome. I know he won't. Maybe threesome he might make you do, but that's because he wants to explore. You gotta remember that too. So, you have a lot to remember. If you have to listen to it in your your earpieces, while you have it plugged into your laptop, and you write down each topic, just remember them all, just so you make sure you please me. Then make sure you do that. I'm serious. You want me to be pleased, you want him to be reassured, you do that. The same thing with you, Dimona. You want to write down the topics I mentioned for you, you do the same. The only reason you might have to do foursomes is because I am known to be the most sexual one out of us all. That's the reason why you gotta adjust to me. And believe me, you're meant to be able to handle crazy things sexually. Remember, Demona, you are meant to do it. You may at times be a little doubtful towards it because you're not sure what you're capable of. But me, I've seen deep within even your pictures. I can see the fire within your eyes. That means that you can handle it. So now, here's what you both are to wear. Since Gypsy's more innocent, she's gonna wear white and red. White, red, that sounds a good combination for her. And Gypsy, try to make it as much lingerie as you can out of that. Because you're still talking about sexual topics, which means you should look sexual for it. Since you should make it seem that way. And as for Demona, you're also wearing red, but you're also wearing black. Yes, they're vampire colors. It's deeper than that, though. You're the more bad girl side. And you are meant to be that since you got me inside him. So there you go. Those are the things you gotta do. And yes, Demona, you're also wearing as much lingerie as you can. And Demona, if you wish to just express your sexuality, this is an option. You do it, yes, you'll probably make me pleased. Even more so than I originally would have been. You do have an option. In your side of your video, you're allowed to do this if you want to. You can show off your Gypsy's body and play with yourself if you want to express your sexuality. I'll give you the option to do that. If you take it, well, me and Nick will obviously love the idea of you doing it. But what your master, you have to understand, is expecting out of you is not just answering all the stuff and putting all the stuff on and all the rest of that stuff and making sure the video is long enough. What you also have to understand, the main thing I'm trying to make sure that you develop under yourself is your sexuality to be able to match mine. And I'm telling you right now, I would be able to dominate you to probably where I would scare you right now if I was to go my most roughest and such on you right now to where you would be scared. You would be Demona. I know Gypsy would too, because she's used to gentle touch. So it would be easy to scare her. But I would even be able to scare you, Demona. Anyways, yes. That's the reason why I mention all this stuff with you. The threesomes or foursomes. By you doing threesomes and foursomes, not only are you getting more sexual, let's explain this to you. Not only are you getting that, you're also handling more sexuality at once. By you doing this, you'll be able to handle the sexuality with me at my most roughest and such, like no one else can. So say if you and me were to do a rape crime or something, that woman that you and me would end up doing something like that with would be screaming like hell. Badly, I'd be doing that to her. While with you, you might scream, but it will be actually, instead of out of fear, it will be out of pleasure. You see what I'm saying? And yes, it may hurt. But one thing you gotta understand is sex with your master means pleasure and pain. So that means you have to get used to that too. Not to mention that's the BDSM way. However, the vampire form of that is a lot more sexual than just pleasure and pain. It's more sexual and pleasure, and not as much pain. But there is still pain involved. But the sexuality is what really stands out with the vampire way of it. So remember that, Demona. And you too, Gypsy, since I obviously am training you too. Alright, this is 8 minutes. I preferred to make this short, but I had to go in depth just because I had to make sure you both understood what I'm talking about here. So now, Demona, make sure you add all the stuff I just mentioned into your list that you make of what to remember for your video. And you do the same thing, Gypsy, since I did give you a lot to remember too, with this video and the other one included. Alright, now I'm going to say goodnight for this video, and it'll probably be the last video for today. If you earn more in the future, then that's good. That means you're both doing a great job. And obviously, I always tell you when you're doing a great job and when you're not doing a great job. I always tell you that, so this way you know when you're doing something wrong and when you're doing something right. Since obviously me as your master, I'm meant to guide you both. Alright, here we go. I as your master victor, and Gypsy's love master, and Demona's love slave master soulmate, which means I'm your master soulmate. Of you being my love slave, obviously. Soulmate, obviously. Do love, adore you both. And Demona, someday I'll worship you, but you have to work very hard to get to that point. If you do worship me, that's a good thing, because you deserve to actually worship your master, since that's the deepest form of love, which I do agree with Nick on, surprisingly. But yes, mention that, why don't you? At the end of your video, just before you say goodnight to us both, Demona, mention if you do adore me. Because not only do I know you adore me, go to a step further and mention if you worship me. See what I'm saying? I know you adore me, but is your love already at the worship level? Let your master know, your soulmate know. And as for Gypsy, all I expect out of you is to adore me. You don't have to worship me, but even though I've taught you a lot, I can understand if you ever were to do it. Alright, now here I go to end this. And I'm just reassuring you both just because I feel like it's a good idea to do. I is your master and soulmate, meaning soulmate towards Demona, master towards Gypsy. Obviously, I'm Demona's master too, but I'm putting a combination here for you both to be thinking of yourselves as I mention this. Do love, adore you both, my love slave Gypsy and my love slave soulmate Demona. Alright. Good night, my darling love slaves. Make me proud of you both by having everything I mentioned in this video along with the other one. So this way you can see your master smile. And remember, it's hard to please me. So if you don't do every single little detail I just mentioned in this video and the other one, you probably won't please me completely. I'm meant to be hard to please, so this way it drives you to work harder to please me. That's the reason behind that. Even though it's my natural way too. Alright, now that I said that, here's your goodnight kiss. You both obviously have not disappointed me, and that's the reason why I'm going to give you both individual ones this time. Just to spoil you both. Why the hell not? Here you go, Gypsy. And obviously I'll probably move more passionate towards Demona. No offense, Gypsy, it's just the soulmate thing, that's all it is. Alright. Both make me proud. And Gypsy, reassure Nick, make sure you do it. And Demona, you make sure you reassure him too, with everything that you know is towards him that you're supposed to remember. And I hope to see you both do what you're supposed to. When you make your video towards me, Demona, remember to bow. Remember to do it. I'm reminding you of this now, so this way you do not disappoint me. Okay, hopefully you remember now that I did remind you. Since it's natural nature for their slave to bow to their master, because it shows a mutual respect. That's what it shows. And obviously that means you also respect my power over you, which is what I expect. Alright, now that I mentioned all that, a last goodnight kiss to you both, just because I can spoil you until you both have disappointed me. So here you go. Yes, a in one kiss. Here you go to both of you. Make me proud of you both now, my dears.